Yeah, hey, this is Janetta. And I am just so happy to be here in Africa. It is just so wonderful. And regardless of all the things that you may hear, but if you're in the United States, you're not hearing much. And really, if you're in some of these African countries, they don't really tell you what's going on much between each African country. Because I talk to some people and I say, do you know about Burkina Faso? No. Do you know about South Africa? No. Do you know about Nigeria? No. Do you know about Senegal? No. Well, what do you know? In fact, I asked them, do you know about Kenya and do you know about Tanzania? What is it? These exciting things are happening, and there are people that are movers and shakers in these countries, and it's just amazing. It's just amazing. So, what I'm going to talk to you today is about the lie. The lie. What is the lie? Who stands on the truth? Who is really true? When you hear the politics and policies of different countries, what is the truth that you're being told? All right. Specifically, this month and last month, on the news has been M23. M23 is a group of Tutsis that are living on the eastern border of the Congo, the eastern part of the Congo. And they have been fighting for their territory because they belong in the Congo. They want them to move to Rwanda, but they belong in the Congo. They are Congolese. But the current president, I don't think he really wants to, but other people want him to. The current president of the DRC wants to take over that territory in the eastern part of the Congo. So there's a rift going on. But the political world, the world of propaganda, wants you to believe it's the people, the M23s, that are really, really causing death and destruction in the Congo. They're not talking about the people from Uruguay. They're not talking about the people from Romania. They're not talking about the people from other countries. They're not talking to you about the mercenaries. No, they're not talking to you about. All of them have guns. They're not just there having a picnic. They have guns, and they're fighting against the groups in the Congo that want to stand for democracy, for liberation, for peace, for wholeness, for the stopping of the continual stealing and robbing the treasures of the Congo. The Congolese people want to benefit from what their country has to offer, but they don't. They're poverty. They're some of the poorest people on the planet, the most killed people. They have been there's no other country that has the history of the Congo. And from the beginning of the Congo, the destruction of the CIA to kill Patrice Lumumba because he was talking about liberating and freeing the people in the Congo. He was a threat to the powers that be. So the involvement of Congo is kind of distorted because they want to blame it on, President Kagame. That's a neighboring country. Rwanda is a neighboring country. And this country of 11,000 has orchestrated a takeover of the Congo. It's the opposite way around. The Congo wants to take over Rwanda. They want to, because of the FDR, which you will see, they want to try to take over the Congo. They want to try to take over that eastern part of the Congo. And they want a regime change in Rwanda. And I've heard on the different the TV programs, BBC, CNN, and Al Jazeera, continually asking President Paul Kagame, when are you going to step down? When are you going to stop being the president of that country? Because they're interested in him. He's been successful. And have you ever known that every time a black man is successful, they want to find some way to pull him down, charge him with things that are not true, make it look like it, and fix it up. And then they have black people, Africans, that are benefiting. And they see their role as profiting. That's unfortunate to say, but it's the truth. So what I want you to do is I want you to listen to what the President of the United States, Donald Trump, has said about how terrible it is for people to destroy other people when they believe so much in God. And he was talking to a group of Muslims. And in his talk, I wanted to bring this to you because in his talk, he talked about how if you believe in God, you shouldn't do all this killing. You shouldn't do all this. This is not what God really stands for and likes. So this is what America's saying. But I'm bringing you what America says, and then afterwards we'll bring you the reality. Okay, so listen to your president. Listen to the president of the greatest country in the world proclaiming salvation, healing, and peace. All right, listen.
65% of its population is under the age of 30. Like all young men and women, they seek great futures to build, great national projects to join, and a place for their families to call home. But this untapped potential, this tremendous cause of optimism, is held at bay by bloodshed and terror. There can be no coexistence with this violence. There can be no tolerating it, no accepting it, no excusing it, and no ignoring it.
We took this country by terror away from the Sioux, the Apache, the Arawak, the Comanche, the Arapaho, the Navajo. Terrorism.
If we do not stand in uniform condemnation of this killing, then not only will we be judged by our people, not only will we be judged by history, but we will be judged by God. A better future is only possible if your nations drive out the terrorists and drive out the extremists. Drive them out.
Now that you've heard it, now that you've heard what our President Trump said, let's follow up with this. Okay, now I want you to listen to the realities of the practice of America. You know, the country of democracy, equality, liberation, truth. They are the peacekeepers around the world. Whenever you need help, they're there to help you out and to take your oil. Oh, I won't say that, but anyway, they're there to help you out. But they are, you know, I think America forgets our history and the things that we have done. And in fact, I think Donald Trump, maybe I'm wrong, but I think he just said that we need to colonize Panama Canal. We need to colonize Mexico. We need to colonize and take what belongs to us. Now, you can't do that unless you kill people. Nobody's going to come and say, the United States is coming. We're going to all have peace. They don't even bring their guns. And because if they look at Haiti. Look at Haiti. The guns in Haiti are U.S. produced guns.
Why did we increase arms sales to Black Africa?
You know, at any given moment, although arms sales, you would think, fall into a kind of moral and ethical and strategic category. At any given moment, it's the result of a myriad of motives. I mean, it's certainly commercial. You are looking to influence the military in these given societies, and you pointed out earlier what happened in most of these cultures was that the intellectual elite, at one time or another, was butchered, was eliminated. What's the one disciplined political force able to administer, an impoverished society? The military.
We've got so much blood on American hands. The U.S. is the leading arms supplier to these thugs in the bush in these countries who use children as war fodder.
I never knew a Pentagon officer who ever approached arms sales from a moral point of view. was strictly national interest. Do we want influence with these people? Do we want to make money at the same time? Do we want our people to be there as a listening post? And if you sell weapons, you need people there for technical assistance and so on. No, it's a very practical matter of influence.
So U.S. guns don't kill people.
Well, of course they do, but that's the price you pay.
But then our president here is talking about being of service to the Most High, to God. Yes, he's saying how we should as a people, and he's talking to the Muslims. But let's look at the Christians. Yeah, okay, it makes no difference. But people that express that they believe truly in God should be accountable and do what they profess. I think it was Netanyahu that said, when he talked about going into the Palestine and he justified killing all those people, it was God's people taking their grounds, like it was in the Bible. I think he even quoted some scripture in the Bible. And that means killing, destroying, pillaging, robbing them of their health, robbing them of their country, robbing them of their organization, robbing them of everything. If we just let people do what they're going to do in their own countries, then we wouldn't need the Air Force, the Army, the Navy, and all those kinds of things. Doesn't it kind of question you? But listen to this. Listen to this minister as he talks about what the country of liberty, peace, equality, and the peacekeepers of the world, look at their track record. Okay? Just listen.
We took this country by terror away from the Sioux, the Apache, the Arawak, the Comanche, the Arapaho, the Navajo. Terrorism. We took Africans from their country to build our way of ease and kept them enslaved and living in fear. Terrorism. We bombed Grenada and killed innocent civilians, babies, non-military personnel. We bombed the black civilian community of Panama with stealth bombers and killed unarmed teenagers and toddlers, pregnant mothers and hardworking fathers. We bombed Gaddafi's home and killed his child. Blessed are they who bash your children's head against a rock. We bombed Iraq. We killed unarmed civilians trying to make a living. We bombed a plant in Sudan to pay back for the attack on our embassy, killed hundreds of hard-working people, mothers and fathers who left home to go that day not knowing that they never get back home. We bombed Hiroshima, we bombed Nagasaki, and we nuked far more than the thousands in New York and the Pentagon, and we never batted an eye. Kids playing in the playground, mothers picking up children after school, civilians, not soldiers, people just trying to make it day by day. We have supported state terrorism against the Palestinians and black South Africans, and now we are indignant because the stuff we have done overseas is now brought right back into our own front yards. America's chickens are coming home to roost.
Now, Mr. Trump has the right idea. I mean, he has the right idea. President Trump. He has the right idea, and it sounds good in that room. And it's the man that videoed the meeting, the one that produced. I got the off of YouTube. He's hopeful, and he said such a good speech that the President of the United States had made, and how the Muslims, they didn't. A pin dropped in the room. They were probably at awe to listen to him. They just talked about taking everybody over and controlling them and colonizing them. And they're going to bomb them. And all the things that he's saying and daring people to do this and daring them to do that he's going to do it with a slingshot and not rifles and guns and bullets and airplane droppings of bombs. That's just going to happen because of his word. Everybody's going to fall back and surrender up whatever they have. The canal would just be given over back. They would be given to the United States because, after all, he thinks it was the United States possession. It was not. And colonization. And we look at us historically, the things that have happened, Vietnam, Iraq, Gulf War. I mean, you know, the situation in Haiti. There's so many things that have happened. So to hear our president talk to the Muslims and tell them that if they really believe in God, then you really shouldn't be a terrorist. We really shouldn't. So, hey, just some things of thought, something you can chew over, a little fact you can chew over, and something you can think about to understand where we are as a people and the rest of the world. Over here in Africa, they really look up to America. They really look up to the America that they feel is a great place to be. Yeah, because we have exploited their minerals. We exploited their population by slavery. And we built our country in the United States, or they built their country in the United States. My citizenship is a question because I still have to ask for liberty, peace, and freedom, and the right, equal rights. But hey, the day is coming and it is almost here. So hang on to your hat, share this. If you like it, let me know. If you have comments about it, you have a better idea that maybe I didn't tell the truth about some things, and let me know. Because I don't want to, we have enough fake news out there. I don't want to do that. But I want your attention. I want you to realize some things. And share it with someone else, because things are happening here in Africa right now. And you should know it. Big things are happening. There are wonderful things are happening. Good things are happening. There is a shakeup in Africa right now. So, hey, join me. I'll be looking forward to you. And I need you to respond and activate and share it. Ooh. Hey, talk to you later. Ciao. Hey, this is Janetta, and you're watching Africa Speak. Ooh.